Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there.
Hello, I am Walker, and I'm gonna be making my first review video kind of thing. I do not know. Anyways, as you can tell, I am not talking. I'm not reading a script. So I do apologize if I do mess up at some parts when I'm talking, like right now. I should stop talking like that. Okay. Anyways, as you all know, Verdun had a sweet, big and huge update, basically, which was, what was it called again? Horrors of War expansion. It's a free expansion for Verdun. What it basically adds is a new 5 squads into the two sides, and some cool new weapons as well, which I'm going to be talking about as well. So, anyways, from what you see here is squad defense, the squad defense game mode, or squad defense game mode. I played them offline because I didn't have internet at the time, and I was, kind of eager to get and see the those new content that they added into the game, which I'm going to be talking about. And already I sound like a total idiot because I do not know what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyways, let's start. Now, one of the new things in this free expansion update was the squads, and you have the 5 new squads called the Belgians, the Americans, the 2 new American squads, which is called the Doughboys and the Marines. And then you have the Schutzen and the Pioneers, and yeah. Now, once I saw those 5 squads on the list, I quickly went into the progression tree and checked out, their abilities and what they can do and stuff. And I checked them out. I didn't see any differences, to be honest. I think it just have to do with like what kind of playstyle or like what kind of group setting they are. Just like the Canadians and the Stormtroopers, like if you see that, or if you compare them, they have the same skills and abilities, but the only thing that's different between them is the weapons and the uniforms. And my favorite squad is probably the Belgians at this point right now, because what's different on them is that their uniforms are pretty freaking fancy. Like, who wouldn't want to wear a top hat in battle? Like, they have like these trench coats, the black trench coats and black top hats, and once they progress more and more, their uniforms change. Like, you guys all know that. And I would say the Belgians and maybe the Schutzen as well, because they basically have the same thing that's going to come onto them, which is the body armor, and that's pretty cool. They look pretty badass when they have their body armor on. Now, the other new things that I was excited for was the new animations, the gore system, the ragdoll physics and stuff. What I can say about the animations, they did a pretty good job on remaking everything, to loading your rifles all the way up to, like, I don't know, putting on your gas mask and stuff. Oops, that's my iPad. If you guys heard that, I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, the animations look good. They don't have the rifles, all the way up in your face anymore, which was pretty annoying. Which I found, like, it probably took up a lot of your FOV, if you guys know what I mean, if that was a problem for you guys as well. And then the death animations, or the death physics, or the ragdoll physics, I should probably say, they're pretty good. I like them as well. Like, I like it when it feels realistic, but not too realistic though. it's realistic enough to give you that immersive kind of feeling that you're in war. And then but the only complaint that I have about them is the fact that once they die, they clip through other ragdolls, and that's that's not a thing that I like. I want, like, what I would like to see is that, it, you know, what's the word for it I can say is that they interact with the other things around them, not instead of just just clipping through the other bodies, if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Now what was I gonna talk about again? Something. Oh yeah. Now the gore system is pretty immersive. They did a good job on implementing it into the game, and just creating it and making it more immersive. In closed testing or alpha testing, I don't know. And yeah, it's well done. It's pretty immersive. What it basically adds is death sounds, dismemberment, and just people screaming in the field, and soldiers that are not instantly dead. They will appear as injured on the field, screaming out for help, as I've mentioned a few times earlier before, while talking about this right now. So yeah, the gore system is well done. It's pretty good. They did a pretty good job on it. That's all I have to say. No, nothing more. Also, what I was going to talk about is the new map called Champagne. Now, Champagne, like they announced it for us a few months ago, was supposed to be, or is a night battle map. It's supposed to be filled with, well, it is supposed to be intense. It's gonna be is supposed to be filled with trenches, and there's gonna be a lot of close quarters combat. And they were actually right about that, or not kidding about that. There were a lot of moments where I found myself just in a trench. The whole map is just a big trench, and you're fighting in it in close quarters combat. And there are some moments where I really found myself immersed, and things got really intense once the game mode or the wave became more harder and harder. I'll talk about squad defense later in the later in the video, but aside from that, all the things that I just mentioned right now, the map is beautiful. I thought it would be darker though. That's the thing. I thought the map would be darker, but like all the other maps from the earlier updates are pretty good. They look all amazing. Like Champagne. Champagne is probably um, one of the best maps, or yeah, good-looking maps that they've made, considering it's just filled with trenches and stuff. But either way, yeah, they did a good job on designing Champagne. Now, squad defense is a game mode where you side up with 3 friends or 3 just random people on Verdun, and you guys will be placed into a random map. It's just a map cycle, and depending on the map cycle, like it depends on what team you're in. Like if let's say I'm in Vosges, and then in Vosges you will be the Central Powers, and if you're probably like in Artois, you will be the Entente. Now, let me guess. You won't be forced to play as just a single squad. You will, of course, get the allowance to change the squad once you've gotten into the map and into the game, basically. But after wave 1, you cannot change. You cannot change squads. So, anyways, let's talk about the AI. The AI's main objective is to attack your trench, and if you lose that trench, you have to defend another one, and another one if you lose the other one as well. And then if you lose this, and if you lose your third one or fourth one, doesn't matter, you will lose the game. No, that's the AI's main objective. It's to attack and then search and destroy you, basically, and your teammates. And then, yeah, the AI isn't really bad. It's actually good on following their coding and stuff, what they're supposed to do into the game. I have no complaints against them, but well, actually sometimes they do camp at their positions, which is not really a problem. So yeah, that's not really a problem to be dealt with, anyways. Yeah, I think I've actually covered everything here, but actually no, they have actually added new weapons into older squads, but I'm not going to be talking about that since I don't want to make this video a lot more longer than I want it to be, which is already probably has anyways. But yeah, they have added some new additions to the older squads, and oh yeah, and I probably haven't forgotten to mention this, that the Pioneer squad also has flamethrowers, so hooray for that. Um, Now, basically, this is the end of the video, and I would like to tell you guys thank you for watching this video and my thoughts and my overview, basically, of the new update. And well, yeah, that's basically what I'm going to just say about this video right now, and I hope you guys liked it, and goodbye.